And welcome back. I am very sorry. I managed to film an entire episode without actually filming, so I think this one will be short and it will be all about conclusions. Okay, so last time I had that issue with the camera being in an endless cycle, right? I went back to the service manual, I checked the operation sequence, everything looked okay and correct, and then I thought to myself, okay, I might as well rule out the body part, so the body part meaning switches, recoil ram, gears and stuff like that, and focus on the shutter assembly. So if it's the shutter assembly, what how can I determine that? Well, by replacing it with the other one, the correct one. So that's what I did. I got the flex cable, the one with the broken pads, back in that shutter assembly, got the shutter assembly on the camera, and lo and behold, it worked. So then the next question was, alright, why does one work and the other one doesn't? Is it my soldering? Could have been. Is it something else? And I thought, judging by the way the camera behaved, that it might just be the shutter button. Although somehow it wasn't really consistent, the behavior wasn't really consistent with a fault of the shutter button, I think. But because I wasn't sure, I decided to put this one back and obviously remove the case so I could access the shutter button. Now, since you did not see, I mean, you will not see how I took these panels off, I will just try to explain. And I will try to explain by actually showing you the inside of the casing. So this is the top part of the casing and is the first one that you need to remove. And it is initially, let me concentrate so I don't break something trying to show the way. Okay, so basically in order to remove this top part of the casing, you need to remove this so you can access this long screw that goes there, so just beneath the flash capacitor. And in order to do that, you need to know how this is removed. Luckily for me, I had the other one that was already opened, and it was opened because this came off really easily because the case had lots of cracks, so nothing was fitting snugly anymore. If you look on the underside, there is a locking thingy here and two more locking thingies here, so like hooks. And these hooks can go left and right. This one can also go left and right. These hooks also need to go down in order for them to escape this square profile. This one cannot go up and down, and that means that the plate needs to slide to the right of the camera. So you need to slide it like this, but you can't slide it because it has this rim. And somebody before me, I swear, somebody before me tried to open it from this side, and therefore all these marks. If there's any mark on this side, on the right side, that's from me, I confess. In this case, because it's super easy and I don't want to make any more marks, I will push it from behind and slide it like this. And once you slide it, you simply lift it off. Then you remove the screw, and then the casing also has 1, 2, 3, 4 clamping elements. This one and this one is an L-shaped, so it goes underneath it goes underneath this one and this one. The other two are like two tongs that go here and here. I should do something about this one because I only use 2 screws and it's flapping around and I don't like it. Just a second. I will replace this one. Yeah, that is not working. That is not working, and therefore I will try not to fiddle with it too much. These 2 screws have been abused to death. I think they are from the first one that I opened, and I've been reusing them on every single one, I mean on every single camera. So much so that the actual star where the driver fits is quite banged, and that is because I don't have the right screwdriver. See, the screwdriver is too short and I need to attack the screw from an angle, which is bad. And I think I'm going to buy myself something like this. So a VH Pico Finish screwdriver that has a Torx. I don't know, this is a T4, T5, T4. So a T4 end or bit for the driver, for the screwdriver, because this one being longer, it has a better attack angle. And even better would be a Vera. This is the Vera, I don't remember how it's called, which is a lot longer. This would be ideal because you can access these a lot easier, and it's not necessarily about these two, maybe a bit about the bottom one, but it's about this one, which is in a much trickier position. Okay, but that's another story. All right, back to this. So basically these two go in those rectangular holes, and these two go simply, they don't allow it to slide upwards. So what you need to do after removing the screw, this will pop from the bottom, so it will lift like this, and then you slowly need to push on these ends. Actually no, not push on those ends, but try to lift it slowly until the 2 hooks slip. Just don't force it, these are brittle. And then you have the bottom one that has no screws, and you simply lift from the bottom and wiggle until it gets out. Make sure the lens is focused at infinity, because that's the position when where the lens sits below this rim. If it's focused closer, then it will be inside the barrel and you won't be able to flip it. Okay, so that was the actual removal of the casing. And after I got it in this condition, so after I got the shutter unit back on the camera and resoldered these connections, hey, it worked. It focuses. So you have three. Did I said this already, or was it in the other video? I think it was in the video that I didn't film actually. You have three contacts for the shutter button. This one and this one will focus the camera, and this one will fire the shutter. So that's it. And look at the flash. Look at the flash. Oh, by the way, I need to test the flash, right? It didn't want to do anything last time, but that's probably because it wasn't firing. Let's see. I think it doesn't have enough juice. It's not focusing anymore. But it did flash once, so I assume that is correct. And it flashed another time, so a second time. And for just for my curiosity, because I had all that trouble with the battery pack last two times actually. Let's see how much juice it has now after all this fiddling. 553. So yeah, it's still going, but I'm sure that if I would put actually, let's try it. I'm going to get only one image inside and the dark slide, and let's see if it does anything. It might be too much for it. Yep, way too much. So it doesn't have the power to actually spit out not even the dark slide. I will try it with another pack that I just freed from images, and hopefully it will be all right. Okay, I guess that's about it for today. Shorter video, just consider it an update, a very fulfilling update for me. And next time, I suppose next time I will show you some results, because I intend to reskin the camera, remove this one, remove all these almost unglued panels, clean it up, reskin it, check the shutter button, redo all the soldering, and take some pictures. All right. Thank you for listening or watching or paying attention or not, and I will see you next time.